Hello and welcome to this week's Power Engineering International newscast. I'm Dermot Williams. In this week's newscast, exit by utilities from EU CCS project a matter of great concern. RWE could yet follow E.ON breakup example. Upgrades enable 10-year extension for Dungeness nuclear plant. Russia grants go-ahead to funding Finnish nuclear plant. A decision by 4 of Europe's largest utilities to opt out of a decade-long carbon capture and storage or CCS project is a matter of great concern according to a leading academic and advocate of the technology. RWE, EDF, Vattenfall and Gas Natural Fenosa have announced their withdrawal from the zero-emission platform which advises the European Commission about CCS technologies, saying the technology behind the project, aimed at tackling global warming, is too expensive. Senior lecturer in technology policy at Cambridge University, Dr. David Reiner, told PEI the announcement shows that for certain countries support for CCS is more rhetorical than real. He added that the fact that 4 major European utilities are leaving the main institutional focus for CCS in Europe has to be seen as a matter of serious concern if one is to believe the EU's commitment to the technology. Staying with RWE, Germany's second largest utility hasn't ruled out going down the same path as its chief rival E.ON and splitting the company's generation unit. E.ON opted to split its operations last year in response to the demands of the government's Energiewende policy, which promotes wind and solar power ahead of fossil fuel. RWE is dealing with net debt of about $35 billion as the prices paid to power producers for electricity trade near a record low. And CFO Bernhard Günther said in an interview that no decision is imminent, but splitting the power generation unit and the business that supplies customers hasn't been ruled out. He added the reasons for not doing it are all of a nature that might change over time. EDF Energy CEO Vincent de Rivas has announced an extension to the lifespan of the Dungeness B nuclear power plant at an event in London for EDF Energy's strategic supply partners. The facility is set to continue producing electricity until 2028, following a decision to drive a £150 million investment programme. The life extension at Dungeness B is part of a wider EDF Energy programme to extend the lives of its 8 nuclear power stations in the UK. Improvement projects at Dungeness B have already included a £75 million upgrade to control room computer systems and £8 million upgrade on enhanced flood defences. Finally, more nuclear power news as Russia's Cabinet of Ministers has approved up to $2.3 billion in funding from the country's sovereign wealth fund for the Hanhikivi 1 nuclear power plant project in Finland. Russian ministerial approval was published on the 16th of January on the government's official website for legal notices. To be built in northern Finland, Hanhikivi 1 is scheduled to start generating electricity by 2024. The project is owned by Finland's Fennovoima. That's all from this week's PEI newscast. For more power generation industry news, tune in next week.